Hey there, it's me again. I noticed that a lot of you are having trouble logging into HMH, and so I'm going to try to problem solve and come up with a solution to those of you that are having trouble. I have tried to figure it out, and I need more tech support for myself, I think. So I'm just going to come up with an alternative. So if by chance it isn't working for you and you cannot do the stop and jots, please use this video instead. And so what I have is I have my book, I have a pen, and then I have a piece of paper that I have labeled Judy Moody predictions. And so this would be what I would take a picture of and turn in when I'm finished. But I am going to read the story to you, and then I will stop every once in a while and tell you that it's time to make a prediction, and you will do that, okay? So here we go. Judy Moody, Mood Martian by Megan McDonald. Illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. Who's who? In a mood. She, Judy Moody, was in a mood. A sourball mood. A mad-face mood. All because school pictures had come home that day. If Stink came into her room, he would ask to see her school picture. And if he asked to see her school picture, he would see that she had been wearing her I Am a Girl, Hear Me Roar t-shirt, the same one she wore today. And if he saw her wearing her Roar t-shirt in her school picture, he would also see that she looked like Sasquatch, with bird's nest hair in her face and in her eyes. Mom and Dad were going to freak. Just once, we'd like to have a nice school picture of our girl, Dad had said just this morning. Maybe this will be our year, Mom had said. But third grade was no different. So they highlight Moody, and they tell you that Moody means your feelings change often and quickly. So quite a few people are like that, especially nowadays that we're all stuck in the house. Well, some of us are. And, you know, it's just kind of boring, so we don't really have anything else to do. She's moody because she's just upset about her picture, too. Judy spread out her school pictures on the floor. She looked like a clown in kindergarten, a one-eyed pirate in second grade, and a Sasquatch in third grade. If only Mom and Dad would forget about school pictures this year. Fat chance. Maybe Judy could pretend the dog ate them. Too bad the Moodys didn't have a dog. Only Mouse the cat. She could say that an evil school picture bandit erased them from the master computer. Hardly. To make things worse, Rocky had grabbed her Sasquatch picture in class and wouldn't give it back. Then he passed it to Frank, which made Judy yelp and jump up out of her seat instead of doing her math. That's when Mr. Todd said the A word. Antarctica. The desk in the back of the room where Judy had to go to chill out. For the third time that day. Never in the history of Judy had she been to Antarctica that many times in a row. A donut-sized sicky spot sat in her stomach, just remembering it. That's why she, Judy Moody, was in a mood. A finger-knitting, don't think about school pictures, need to be alone mood. As in by herself, as in no stinky little brother to bug and bother her like a pesky mosquito. Buzz. Stink was always in her ear. So at the end of this page, this would be my first prediction. I am going to predict what happens next, and I am saying that Judy's brother is going to show Mom and Dad the picture. She said she wishes that it would get lost, but it's her brother, and he likes probably for her to get in trouble, so that's it. I just wrote number 1, and I wrote the prediction, okay? So after I read the next page, before I turn it, I would do my second prediction, okay? Here we go. Judy's number 1 favorite place to curl up with Mouse was on her top bunk, but Stink would for sure find her there. She crawled over gobs of flip-flops and blobs of dirty clothes to her second favorite spot to be alone, the way back of her closet. She popped a wad of Stink's yard-long bubblegum in her mouth. "Don't look at me like that, Mouse. What Stink doesn't know won't hurt him." So here's the picture. She picked up a skein of gray-brown yarn and looped it through her thumb. Mouse batted the finger knitting chain with her paw. Over, under, back, loop-de-loop-de-loop, de-loop. Judy tugged on the long chain of apple green yarn that dangled from her left hand. Her fingers flew. She, Judy Moody, was the fastest finger knitter in Frog Neck Lake, Virginia. The fastest finger knitter in the East, probably the fastest in the whole wide world. Finger knitting was the greatest. No knitting needles needed. She looped the yarn over her fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, back, over, under, through, just like Grandma Lou had taught her during the big blackout of Hurricane Elmer. Judy's closet was like a secret little room all to herself. It even had a window, a small round window just like the kind they had on ships, sailing ships, pirate ships. The ship sailed across the blue ocean, bobbing on the waves under a sky full of marshmallow clouds. Judy and Mouse rocked back and forth as the ship's hammock swung in the breeze, until the ship hit a giant wave and Mouse overboard. Judy tossed her chain of knitting to Mouse. She felt a tug on the line. It was... So we've got this picture right here. Her cat is already there with her. She feels a tug on the line. I'm going to make a prediction before I turn the page, and I think that it will be Stink. Stink will be trying to bug her. Remember, she said he was pesky. Okay. So that is that one. Now the next one would be from the third page. Notice I'm skipping lines and just kind of moving along. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to stop. Stink. Judy snapped out of her daydream. I was right. Her gum went flying. "You scared the bubble gum out of me." "Where'd you get that gum?" asked Stink. "Nowhere. It's ABC gum." She picked it up and popped it back into her mouth. "How'd you find me anyway?" "I followed the chain of yarn." The long, colorful chain of finger knitting snaked across the bottom of her closet, climbed up and over piles of books and towers of toys, wound around Sock Mountain, and crept out the door. "Well, bad idea. I'm in a mood." "How was I supposed to know?" "Clues 1, 2, and 3, those doohickeys that hang on the doorknob." "Oh, I thought you were going to say school pictures." "That too. Somebody's in a mood." "Bingo." "Can I help it if I don't go around reading doorknobs?" "Stink-free zone, peas and quiet, no bothers allowed." So now she's got this pillow. Judy looked around and grabbed a fuzzy pillow. "See this pillow? This will be my mood pillow. It'll be our signal. If the pillow's sitting up, it means I'm in a good mood. Come on in. But if it's lying down, bad mood. Go away. Much better than a doorknob doohickey." But what if the pillow was standing up and the window was open and a hurricane came and super high winds blew down the pillow and knocked it on its side? Or what if a giant monster bigger than King Kong came and picked up our house and shook it like a toothpick and the pillow fell over? Fine. Judy plucked a marker from her pencil box. She set the pillow in her lap. On one side, she drew a happy face for good mood. On the other side, she drew a frowny face for a bad mood. "This will be my mood pillow. Happy face means come on in. Frowny face means go away." Judy leaned the pillow against the wall, frowny face out. "The pillow has spoken, Stink." What do y'all think? You think he's going to go away? I don't think so. So I'm going to say Stink will still bother her. So when we flip to the next page, I predict he's still going to bother her. So this is all we are going to do today. I will also, because we're starting kind of a new little portion, the Jessica experiment, I will make a new video for this, and you can do this portion tomorrow, okay? Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.